Alright, y'all. So we I feel like I needed to make this video, right? Because when I go through something and I'm like, you know what, people need to hear this, I'll tell you, right? Look at me. You're not perfect. You're not. Right? You should already know that by now, but sometimes you need a reminder. You're not perfect. And God is not looking at you expecting perfection, right? This is by no means a license to live in obedience. I mean, disobedience. This is by no means a video like that. So I'm not saying you're not perfect. Do whatever you can just, right? God gonna forgive whatever you do. And he ain't really, right? He gonna save you either way. You just do you, right? No. The message is try as hard as you can to be obedient. And that's what God looks at and is pleased with. Are you trying to be obedient? That's why it says in Proverbs, people may think of themselves as right in their own eyes, but the Lord examines their motives or looks at their heart. You can cap to everybody else. You can't cap to God. Now, the message is not about really, like, that's not what I'm trying to focus on in this video, but I just had to put that out there, right? So that you don't think this is a video that's me just saying, right? Basically, one of them, grace, 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 do whatever you want gospels. No, it ain't that. Jesus died for you because he knew you wouldn't be able to reach the standard of the glory of God, right? So keep that in mind. And here's what I'm segueing into. The thing that really I was trying to really talk about, right? Y'all see that brook? Brooks are cool. Anyways, I'm telling you, some of the stuff I be saying be going over people's heads, bro. I'm telling you. Anyways, listen. Nah, for real though, brooks are actually like it's peaceful to look at. It's peaceful to listen to. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back because I want to see it again. Hey, you ever realize that there's a bunch of brooks and valleys? Like even in those valleys between, you know how there be valleys between houses or whatever? There be brooks going through them. Anyways, listen. You hear that? That is, hey, I don't know, bro. I could go to sleep to that, right? Thank you, Jesus. Anyways, so back to the main message, right? So me personally, I've realized something about myself, and God is renewing my mind, right? This is why it's super important to trust God even when you don't understand, because He knows things about you that you don't. So He might be trying to work something out of you that you don't realize you need worked out of you, and you looking at your situation thinking, God, why are we still in this spot? Why you got me going through this? And God, like, trust me, there's things in you I need to work out of you that you don't even understand needs to be worked out of you. And then while He's working it out of you a lot of time, you'll be like, oh, this is what God's trying to work out of me. This is one of the things. Because a lot of times, God, He's the ultimate multitasker. A lot of times He'll be trying to work a lot of things out of you each season, right? One of the things I found that He's teaching me, that I just realized that He's helping me with, is when I mess up, because you're gonna mess up. When I mess up, don't freak out. And just throw your hands up and say, I'm not even gonna try it, right? I quit, right? I can't do it. I keep trying to, and I can't, right? That's why I like what MTM Isaiah says in the song. I've been trying to do right, but I keep doing wrong. If you want to win this fight, keep your arm on. He's not saying he's living in disobedience, but he's saying he keeps trying to do the right thing, and then he inevitably, eventually messes up. Because that's everybody, bro. In some area, you're inevitably going to eventually mess up. It's inevitable. It's like Thanos, right? But you see what he said after? If you want to win this fight, keep your armor on. Wake up the next day. Keep going throughout your day. Put back on the armor, bro. Don't quit. And I compare it to this, right? Because in basketball, right? Let's say, matter of fact, you can relate it to any sport. Let's say football, you're a quarterback. If every quarterback, after they threw an interception, threw their hands up and said, I'm taking myself out of the game, I ain't going back in. I'm done. I quit. Then they wouldn't win, right? Now maybe there's some games. Now that's a good example, but a better example would be like if a basketball player misses a 3-pointer. Because in basketball, usually people don't go shoot 100% ever. Like Chris Paul, I think did once. But usually you ain't shooting 100%, right? Like you probably gonna shoot around. Like if you shoot, I forgot what the statistics be, but you ain't shooting 100% right now. Especially if you're shooting 3-pointers, you're probably gonna be hitting 50%, right? Around that. And that'd be really good if you was hot, right? Like 50%. I'm pretty sure, right? I haven't checked the stats recently, but basically, right? Like if Steph Curry, the person who's considered the best 3-point shooter of all time, right? If he every time he missed a 3-pointer threw his hands up and said, "I quit. Coach, take me out. I'm done," right? How many games would he win? He probably would have zero. He would have 0 rings, right? The same way that it's almost inevitable if you're a 3-point shooter, you're gonna miss in the game at least right? You're probably gonna miss at least once, 99.9% of the time, right? Yeah, bro. It's kind of like us with our walk in Christ, bro. It's like you got it, bro, and you gotta realize that not only you gotta realize you gonna mess up, and remember that you gotta realize that God is not looking at you thinking, "Oh, you messed up. I'm done with you. I'm taking my favor off your life. I'm taking my hand off your life. I'm mad at you. Right? You're not gonna get all the blessings I was gonna give you." That's not how he's looking at you. And here's what's even deeper, right? Y'all see this? Here's what's even deeper, right?